I'm Tom Bodett from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
At Progressive Commercial, we know trucking is a serious business. It's why we're serious about trucking insurance. Super trucking serious. And we want truckers to know they can get access to their policies on our mobile app 24 Trucking 7. So if you're a trucker and you're as trucking serious about trucking as we are about trucking insurance, check out progressivecommercial.com. ASA Trucking P. Get a quote in as little as 5 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This winter, give your diesel the treat it craves. How's Diesel Treat? It prevents gelling in the coldest temperatures without using alcohol or harmful solvents. Safe and effective in all diesel and biodiesel blends, Diesel Treat is also a fuel conditioner, so it lubricates fuel, prevents deposits, and safely removes water, extending the life of your engine. With Diesel Treat, you'll experience
You are everything and everything.
For a treat that's 100% guaranteed, turn to How's Diesel Treat. Visit howsproducts.com for more.
If you're a trucking industry professional, then you need to stay on top of changing regulations, equipment upgrades, and technology advancements. Fleet Owner Magazine gives you all of this and more. Written for fleet executives and managers, Fleet Owner gives you the business intelligence on operations, vehicle maintenance, regulations, and information technology you need to stay ahead. Monthly print publication, weekly newsletters, and a website updated several times a day. Fleet Owner has all the latest news and information delivered to you when you want it and where you want it. From industry experts to award-winning writers and columnists, Fleet Owner is the #1 source for trucking information in North America. Remember to visit fleetowner.com every day for the latest industry news. You can also sign up to receive Newsline, their free email newsletter, and subscribe to Fleet Owner Magazine. Visit fleetowner.com. Fleet Owner, for news you can use.
Truck drivers play a critical role in our economy, almost everything we buy. These men and women are the unsung heroes and the backbone of America. When our heroes need support, they turn to the St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund. The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is a 501c3 truck driver charity that steps in to cover necessity household items when an injury or illness takes its life off the road. And donate today at truckersfund.org. That's truckersfund.org.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Steel.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We have breaking news from India on a small breakthrough in U.S.-Russian relations. A senior U.S. State Department official says Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov have met on the sidelines of a G20 meeting in New Delhi for about 10 minutes. It's the first time the two countries have met at a senior level in months. The official says Blinken told Lavrov the U.S. will support Ukraine for as long as it takes to bring the war to an end. The Biden administration has released a new plan to protect the country's energy pipelines, food companies, and schools from cyber attacks. CBS's Nicole Skenga has the details.
The White House has unveiled a national cybersecurity strategy calling for more regulation on critical infrastructure in the wake of billions in economic losses from criminal ransomware attacks. The new framework calls out China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea for aggressive cyber tactics and elevates ransomware attacks to issues of national security.
TSA workers saved the day at a small airport in Pennsylvania. Officials say they found what looked like explosives in a checked suitcase and sounded the alarm. But the suspect ran away and never got on the flight from Allentown to Orlando. Former LAX security director Keith Jeffries.
During their conduct of their full open bag search, it led to some other concerns, which led to a series of protocols to be implemented. And those protocols seem to have worked in this case to perfection.
The suspect was arrested hours later. Protests in Athens a day after a Greek passenger train and a cargo train collided head-on, killing at least 43 people. Police fired tear gas at striking railroad workers outside the offices of the train operator Hellenic. Officials still don't know why the two trains were on the same track. Prospects have just dimmed for a top defensive tackle from the University of Georgia. Jalen Carter's been arrested and charged with reckless driving and racing in an alcohol-related crash that killed one of his teammates and a recruiting staffer. Former NFL GM Rick Spielman says it'll give other teams reason for pause in next month's draft.
You're going to have to take a step back now. You're going to have to really do your due diligence, going through your process, and try to dig in and learn as much as you can so you know what the situation is, what Jalen Carter is facing going forward.
A new study from AAA finds more of us are becoming afraid of self-driving cars. Fears have jumped from 55 to 68%, thanks to high-profile crashes in the past year. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-330-1991. That's 1-800-330-1991. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-330-1991. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
A great big happy birthday to King Kong. The movie classic had its premiere 90 years ago today. CBS's Steve Futterman looks back.
King Kong was one of Hollywood's first serious attempts to create a groundbreaking horror film.
It was during the Depression, and audiences were looking for escapism.
Jerry Medved is with the Cinema Foundation.
People in 1933 had never seen anything like it.
The film tells the story of a giant ape, King Kong, who falls in love with a beautiful young woman played by Fay Wray.
I think the film's played in every country in the world.
The climactic scene has Kong climbing to the top of the Empire State Building, where he's attacked by planes and falls to his death.
It wasn't the airplane. It was beauty killed the beast.
King Kong is still considered among the greatest films ever made. Steve Futterman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And I'm Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate to the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
How do you forget your children in a car? That's a tough one for me to understand. That is a tough one.
Hey folks, this is Tammy Burkhalter at Apple Farm Center, and did you know there's all kinds of
You are everything.
big dog, hot dog, big dogs, with a dog, hunting dog, shaggy dog, lap dog, with a dog, riding dog, hiding dog, stuffy dog, standing dog, hat dog, fuzzy dog, family dog, even a dancing dog man. Come see us at 1154 South Memorial Drive in Prattville, and we can even feature kitty cat too.
This is Jeff Franco in Chapmanville, talking about catering.
And Mike Costanza at Chapman's Deli. Listen to this, Jeff, from an email. Do you have box lunches?
Okay, let's do a catering box lunch commercial then.
I'm with you. Box lunches are more popular than ever because it's individually packaged.
You name it, we can put it in a box. Salads, sandwiches, chicken strips.
Yep, we've still got tailgaters, junior tailgaters, chicken salad croissant. You can call us and we will deliver or bring it out to your car.
And a breakfast buffet box too.
Breakfast buffet box? Did you just make that up?
Well, sort of. But we could put our country buffet eggs, bacon, biscuit, sausage, individual box. And it's a buffet.
Well, I guess you're right.
Or a fruit box, a stuffed egg box, breakfast sandwich box, ice cream box.
Jeff, come up for air for goodness sakes. Thanks for coming in to eat with us. Car hopping or getting a box delivered. Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill, Pepper Street, Prattville, Auburn, and Baptist South.
I'm sorry, the traffic is terrible. It sure is. But on top of that, it's
Gas has gotten recently.
prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute, are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas. Does that actually add up to anything? I've made around
It's
$200
Thursday.
serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free
Okay, it's last day of PT, which means we got this. So, get your tennis shoes on. Get prepared. Motivate yourself because PT is right around the corner. It's coming. That's right, like an asteroid from outer space. It's coming. Like the train headed to Chicago. It's coming.
This is
PT is coming. So, get ready, put your tennis shoes on, warm up a little bit. Let's make it happen.
We'll talk to influencers and newsmakers about what's really going on in America, from politics to pop culture. We're also going to talk to you, so make sure you
There we go. How old are we?
Everybody.
Every day. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go, go.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
It's coming.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
Like a helicopter and a whirlwind.
Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. When it comes to your tax refund, think biggest. As in, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund or your money back.
Yeah.
Plus,
Coming, baby. PT is coming.
Jackson Hewitt for your biggest refund guaranteed.
Storms stay mostly in North Alabama this morning, but a few scattered showers can be out. And as we head deeper into the afternoon, our coverage of rain will increase a bit, but not everyone is guaranteed to see wet weather, and we do not anticipate anything severe. Coverage of rain, though, does start to climb, and highs today will be into the mid and upper 70s for those who see rain, maybe some low 80s. Next chance of severe weather for us, possible Friday, starting in the morning. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Your Thursday kicks off with no major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving smoothly into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. Get ready for spring at Midtown Plaza. Have your eyebrows threaded at Z Threading. Shop Ross Dress for Less, Dollar Tree, and more. Midtown Plaza and Street off of I-85, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Thursday. Bullitt County residents can now renew their tags and look up documents from home. The probate judge there says that this advancement has been in the works since the pandemic. Residents can now purchase and renew car tags by mail and look up documents like deeds and mortgages dating back to years. This Friday marks a devastating and sad date in severe weather history. On March 3rd, 2019, a tornado tore through Lee County, specifically the Beauregard and Smith Station communities.
Memorial now sits at Providence Church there. This Friday at 7 p.m., a public memorial service will be held to honor him. Preparations are underway for the arrival of President Joe Biden. The president will be in Selma Sunday for the anniversary of Floyd Sunday, the reenactment of the Selma to Montgomery Bridge crossing. And so far, the city of Montgomery is already busy. Montgomery's hotel occupancy rate almost at 100%. I'm Jasmine.
Did you know that colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in America and that it affects men and women equally? If you are 45 or older, Rump Shaker encourages you to talk to your doctor about screening options that are available. Colon cancer is preventable, treatable, and beatable, but early detection is the key. For more information, please visit us at www.rumpshakerinc.org. That's rumpshakerinc.org.
Trustworthy, consistent, reliable, the best at what they do. This is what customers are saying about Janny King, the king of clean. From office buildings to schools, healthcare facilities, and stadiums, our local franchise owners provide the same quality clean at every level. Let us put our 35 years of experience to work for you. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JANIKING Cleans.com. Janny King, the king of clean. Franchise opportunities also available at JannyKingCleans.com.
My doctor told me my blood pressure is borderline. I figured I could worry about it or do something about it. So I took control with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. It works safely and naturally to help maintain healthy blood pressure with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
3 people you should be 100% certain about. Your barber, your plumber, and your tax pro. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and you can be 100% certain about your taxes. We'll get you your maximum refund guaranteed, and we'll back your return for life. Don't be kind of certain or almost certain. Be 100% certain. Switch to Jackson Hewitt today and get 50% off tax prep. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Paid for by Altimetry Research. Despite Joe Biden's age, raging inflation, and his dismal 45% approval level, one Pentagon consultant believes Biden could become one of the most powerful presidents in history. How is this all possible? Well, it's almost entirely because of a surprising July 25th twist that hardly anyone's talking about right now. A powerful new economic force is quietly building behind Joe Biden, and Biden can harness this force's inevitable wave, carrying him to a landslide re-election win. The good news is, this powerful new force can help you make a lot of money, even in a bear market. The bad news is, this July 25th twist is also likely to make Biden and the progressives more powerful than ever, meaning much bigger government, and it's going to be harder than ever to hold on to any money you make. After being asked to speak at the Pentagon recently in Washington, D.C., this insider put together an analysis of this situation, which details everything you need to know. You can access his full brand new analysis free of charge by visiting BidenElection100.com. BidenElection100.com.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 800-730-8405 for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check. That's 800-730-8405.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medishare. Waiting for switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day.
Focus on your day.
You take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again. For once again, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and it's time for our daily bread. A word from on high, something that'll give you a different perspective or change the one you have. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Musical Medicine. It is March the 11th. Our insight comes today from 1 Samuel 16, 14 to 23. 1 Samuel 16, 23 says, David would take up his lyre and play. Then relief would come to Saul. Musical medicine. It is March the 2nd, 2023 AD. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is March the 2nd, 2023. It is a day like all the others that has never been. And it is a day that shall never, ever come again once it's gone. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So be mindful of how you cherish this day. It is a once in a lifetime deal. Don't blow it. If you have lived a while, you no doubt have seen, you have heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy of God Almighty, we may, I'm not sure, see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? Well, whatever you do, while you can, for as long as you can, until you can't, reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. After all, somebody gave you one. Benjamin Elijah Mays once said that whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard of which you live life, you shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, never, ever give up. Because quitters don't win, and winners, well, they may fail at a thing or two, they never quit. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, whatever it is, keep moving forward. And no matter what happens on this day, remember this, it is still a great day to be alive. Musical medicine, that's our daily bread for this day, March the 11th. Good morning to you, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. My name is Kirsten Holmberg, and I titled our reading Musical Medicine. When 5-year-old Bella was hospitalized for cancer in North Dakota, she received music therapy as part of her treatment. Many people have experienced the powerful effect of music on mood without understanding exactly why. But researchers have recently documented a clinical benefit. Music is now being prescribed for cancer patients like Bella and those suffering from Parkinson's disease, dementia, and trauma. King Saul reached for a musical prescription when he was feeling tormented. His attendants saw his lack of peace and suggested they find someone to play the lyre for him in the hope that it would make him feel better. They sent for Jesse's son David, and Saul was pleased with him and asked that he remain in his service. David played for Saul in his moments of unrest, bringing him relief from his anguish. We may only just be discovering scientifically what God has known all along about how music can affect us. As the author and creator of both our bodies and music itself, he provided a prescription for our health that's readily accessible to all, regardless of the era in which we live or how easy it is to visit a doctor. Even when there's no way to listen, we can sing to God in the midst of our joys and struggles, making music of our own. Join me now as I read from 1 Samuel chapter 16, verses 14 through 23. Now the Spirit of the Lord had departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord tormented him. Saul's attendants said to him, "See, an evil spirit from God is tormenting you. Let our Lord command his servants here to search for someone who can play the lyre. He will play when the evil spirit from God comes on you, and you will feel better." So Saul said to his attendants, "Find someone who plays well and bring him to me." One of the servants answered, "I have seen a son of Jesse of Bethlehem who knows how to play the lyre. He is a brave man and a warrior. He speaks well and is a fine-looking man, and the Lord is with him." Then Saul sent messengers to Jesse and said, "Send me your son David, who is with the sheep." So Jesse took a donkey loaded with bread, a skin of wine, and a young goat, and sent them with his son David to Saul. David came to Saul and entered his service. Saul liked him very much, and David became one of his armor bearers. Then Saul sent word to Jesse, saying, "Allow David to remain in my service, for I am pleased with him." Whenever the Spirit from God came on Saul, David would take up his lyre and play. Then relief would come to Saul. He would feel better, and the evil spirit would leave him. Let's pray. Father, thank you for creating music and using it to soothe us during times of struggle. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Kirsten Holmberg, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
It's time to rise and shine, Montgomery. Time to get your head out of bed. That's right. It's Thursday, last day of PT. So get up. Let's get this thing rolling. All right. I'm just saying, you might want to do that right now. Okay. I'm just telling you. Where at? What's everybody at? There we go. Come on, General. Let's do it. Last day of PT. We can get it done. We can do it. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne. Every day. We run to the sun. No sweat. Not yet. Down in the mess hall on my knee. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. Nothing to eat but a can of beans. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. You know darn well that you can't eat that. Hey, you know darn well that you can't eat that.
Here we go, all the way, gotta be rough and tough, airborne, all the way. When I was young, I always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne.
Knees in the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on.
Early one morning in the drizzling rain, when I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light lit with a chilling glow.
All the way airborne, airborne, all the way.
Driving on, driving on.
All the way airborne.
Oh yeah, it's time to rise and shine. It's Thursday morning. Let's get it, let's get it. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. All right. Somebody get the first sergeant major out here, and the CEO tell them, and the mayor tell them we know that they're retiring soon, but they're not retired yet. So let's get this done. All right, Sergeant Smith, knock it out. Oh now. Work, work. Hard work, work. Doing it right. Oh, that work that earn my pay. Hard work every day. I get up about 2:45. Oh, and go to work. Hard work, work. Oh, the ancient show. Oh, hard work, work. That's what they said. Coffee break. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Let's go to work. That's what they said. Hard work. I earn my pay. Come on. Woo! Hard work, work. Do it right. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh, I'm ready to rock. Hard work, work. That's what they play. Hard work, work. I earn my pay. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. And go to work. Woo! On the airplane. In the early morning rain. Woo! That's what they say. I do it for play. Come on now. Somebody grab the first sergeant. Tell me he ain't retired yet. Top, get on up here, man. Let's do it. On the plane. Hard work, work. Sit them on down. Hard work, work. That's what the hard work. The mission is go. Hard work. That's what you say. Woo! Hard work. I do it for play. Hard work. Earn my pay. Hard work. Woo! Okay. All right then. Woo! The older I get, the tougher that PT becomes. But that's okay. I got it under control. We got this handled because we don't quit. We may lose every once in a while, but we don't quit. Good morning to you. 6:30 in the morning right here in the city of Montgomery, Alabama. Time to rise and shine. What to say good morning to all our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and the local heroes around here, Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Sheriff Department, and the Montgomery Fire Department, the paramedics, all the people that see you at your worst. But that's when they are their best. And let's give a good shout out to all the folks in Montgomery Sanitation Department, the soldiers of the street, those our little soldiers. They're out there working no matter what the weather is. Rain, sleet, rain or snow. The Montgomery Sanitation Department is on the go. So let's not appreciate those guys every once in a while. Hey, is everybody off on Juneteenth? Is Juneteenth another holiday this year? That's the only thing Biden did good for me. I could always use another day off, kind of like a state worker. And good morning to all the folks at Montgomery, Maxwell Air Force Base. After all, this is a Air Force town. But let's not forget, Mr. Air Force, you came from the Army. I'm just saying, you came from the Army Air Corps. Well, we thought you guys, it's time to grow up, so we let you on your own. Don't ever forget that, okay? That's right, don't ever forget that. But after all, we got to pay homage to him, though. And if anybody out there anywhere got any pull on Maxwell, can somebody just one more time, can we land a C-141 at Maxwell Air Force Base? Can I see it one more time? Come on now. And the C-5A, can we get one of those out there? And can I get a special pass? I got an ID card. Can I come out and see it? I just want to sit in the door of that airplane one more time, put a parachute on my back, and hit the floor, baby. Hit the door. Okay, maybe we're gonna leave hitting the door out of this. And last but certainly not least, the United States Marine Corps, whose motto is Semper Fidelis. Well, they couldn't pronounce that. So, we just cut it short. We called it Semper Fi. Whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, always faithful. Now let's jump. If that does not wake you up in the morning, check your pulse. Go to the mirror right now and blow in it. See if you see anything coming out of your mouth. Okay, if you did, okay, you ought to be good and awake by now. Okay, you ought to be good and awake. 6:33 in the morning. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing this morning? I had the opportunity yesterday to before I go to Lessons of Life and the legal word of the day. I had the opportunity yesterday to witness some character in students that I just didn't think was out there anymore. I did. I didn't think these kind of kids were even in Montgomery Public Schools. Okay, but BTW has a band. I mean, it's not a band. They play instruments. I guess that's a band, but I don't really know if they call them bands or whatever they are. Anyway, some of the nicest, respectful kids. You know why they're that way? Because it is expected of them to be that way, and they don't disappoint. Okay, and I would tell you guys, all the excuses we make, all the IEPs and all the things that we make for kids, I'm telling you, we're doing them a disservice. When we don't challenge our young people to be the best they can be, rather than make an excuse for the worst they can be, we're always going to have the things like what happened in that city the other day when that child beat the hell out of that teacher. Okay, whether she was a substitute teacher, student teacher, she was a teacher, she was a grown person. And it just seemed like to me, yesterday proved me right. You expect more, you get more. And I don't know why people don't understand that magnet schools and the BTWs and stuff, those are public schools. Those are not private schools. Those are public schools. And so for the life of me, I cannot grasp. And really, I may not be the smartest guy in town, but I'm nobody's dummy. And I cannot grasp the concept that it's okay if you go to a magnet school or LAMP or any of those schools, those advanced schools, to have more expected of you. But for some reason, if you go to Lee, you go to Lanier, or not Lanier, but JD, somehow we accept the fact that you're going to be a failure your whole life. We accept that fact. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand why one set of schools in the same system can do well with our kids. Our kids are mine. Our kids are professional. Our kids are respectful. Well, I don't know. And we keep saying, we love using this word, a failing school. There's never been, never will be a school that fails. A school building is merely bricks and mortar. and wood and the things that make up a building. If anybody fails, it is the teachers and the teaching apparatus in that school. Okay. Now, whether that is because of the head shed, I don't know. But I know one thing. It is possible to produce kids out of these schools that are absolutely the exception to the rule. That absolutely are great kids, and I'd have been proud to be any of those kids I met yesterday, Dad. I mean, I would have been proud. So I'm just wondering, somebody, because or is it a conspiracy? And that's what I want to know. I realize that the government is going to be building some new prisons here real soon. I'm going to assume that we need people to put in them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, young men and women, and since people think young folks listen to the show sometimes, I don't know if they do or not. But do not fall for the Bravo Sierra. You are not a failure. You don't have to act crazy in school to get attention. All you can do is talk to somebody. Call me. All you can do is talk to people. Okay? Do not fill the prisons of America up. Don't do that. Because once you're in there, and if you ever listen to this show, you know, once you're in there, nobody cares about you. Oh, your parents do. And I got to tell you, after a while, they get tired of fighting. So the best way, I'm just saying, the best way to stay, to never make sure that you have to deal with that situation. And I saw it yesterday from a bunch of kids who were absolutely just the creme. And the thing about it, they're the same kids that come from the same neighborhoods that the so-called other kids come from. I don't get it. So anyway, I just thought I had to let you know that they were really, 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 I was just so proud of them yesterday. I didn't know what to do. Yes, I knew we could do it. I know we can do it. We can do it if we try. Take a break. We'll be back with the lessons for life, the legal word of the day, and some things that have happened, on this day in America and all over the rest of the world. Anyway, good morning to the students, staff, and the leadership of ETW. What a great bunch of kids. We'll be back.
It is sponsored by Window World. Window World. Exceptional quality work using high-performance energy-efficient products. Factory trained installation with spotless cleanup. Clearly itemized, guaranteed low pricing. Easy financing options and the industry's strongest lifetime limited warranty. Serve the Window World River region today.
Storms staying mostly in North Alabama this morning, but a few scattered showers can't be ruled out. And as we head deeper into the afternoon, our coverage of rain will increase a bit. But not everyone is guaranteed to see wet weather, and we do not anticipate anything severe. Coverage of rain, though, does start to climb, and highs today will be into the mid and upper 70s for those who see rain, maybe some low 80s. Next chance of severe weather for us, possible Friday, starting in the morning. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Still no major problems or accidents. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Your good credit and no money down gets you anything on the lot at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Toyotas, Chevys, Fords, they're all at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter on the East Boulevard. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
You hear of players getting ejected all of the time in traditional sports, but have you ever heard about it happening in esports? This week in Counter-Strike, a player on a team called FunMix was kicked during a live match. At first there was confusion, but it was revealed by the game's built-in anti-cheat system that the player was cheating during the match, and Counter-Strike automatically kicked the player from the game. Needless to say, this ejection will last for more than a few matches.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. That's 800-631-9123.
Research shows that successful ad campaigns share 8 characteristics. Radio is the only local media option that delivers all 8 of them. Radio reaches your potential customers close to the point of purchase. It provides local consumer interactions with emotional connections that build trust and credibility for your business. Radio is unskippable and quick. We get your message out in 24 to 48 hours, and radio is very affordable. That's why radio consistently gives you the highest return on investment, and it's also why it should always be your base media buy. Research also confirms that marketing campaigns generate even higher returns, starting at a 19% lift when they are on more than one platform. That's why Cumulus offers a variety of effective digital solutions to enhance your base radio buy. At Cumulus, we are your one-stop shop to deliver a coordinated radio and digital campaign that will get your business results. Hi, I'm Sonia Thompson, and it's my job to get your business results on News Radio 1440. To learn more about how to get started, go to newsradio1440.com and click on Grow Your Business.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights, here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods, here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all, here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Attention, per the current government mandate, U.S.-based insurers are now required to cover at-home COVID testing kits with no out-of-pocket fees to you. If you have a current insurance plan, you are eligible to receive up to 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to you each month absolutely free, as long as the government mandate is in effect. Just visit testkitforfree.com to register now from the comfort of your own home. That's testkitforfree.com to receive your tests shipped to you at no cost. Go to testkitforfree.com today. Paid for by T Hero Health.
You ever get the feeling that the world is being held together with duct tape? Every day we're throwing some new meaningless drama in the fake news to distract us from the reality we're all about to face. Between the government trying to print their way out of debt, military conflicts, the disintegration of our most trusted institutions, and a looming food shortage, preparedness is no longer a choice. It's a necessity. You can trust My Patriot Supply. Our emergency food kits come packed with tasty meals, averaging over 2,000 calories per day. Get at least one kit for each person in your family. Self-reliance is the only alternative to government food lines. Time is running out. Become ungovernable. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com and save on dozens of different emergency food kits while you can. These kits are in stock, ship fast, and arrive in unmarked boxes for your privacy. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com before the next crisis strikes. MyPatriotSupply.com. Another Guardian Credit Union store.
Hey, so what are we doing with your hair today? I need a trim, a new dishwasher, and a much-needed vacation. Do you see any grays? Sounds like you need a personal loan. My friend just got a loan from Guardian Credit Union, and he used it to upgrade his kitchen appliances. That's what I need to do. Guardian has great rates and a friendly team that makes payments affordable. Perfect. I guess stylists really can fix everything.
Connect with Guardian for all your lending needs.
Trustworthy, consistent, reliable, the best at what they do. This is what customers are saying about Janny King, the king of clean. From office buildings to schools, healthcare facilities, and stadiums, our local franchise owners provide the same quality clean at every level. Let us put our 35 years of experience to work for you. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JANIKING Cleans.com. Franchise opportunities also available at JannyKingCleans.com.
No Don't miss Sean Hannity. Biden incoherently adheres live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio.
Good morning to everybody. Hope this morning finds you well. It is 6:47 in the morning right here in the capital of Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. Very close to live, good place to visit. We've got a couple of issues here every once in a while, but other than that, I've never lived in a city as long as I've been in this one. And for the most part, okay, well, that's a great one of my living experience here for the last 31 years. I was 32 years. It's not, I guess it would be, A would be absolutely aesthetically great. F would be total failure. I'm going to give Montgomery, I'll give it a, I had to grade, if I was a teacher, I just had to grade my experience living here. Well, it would be a C plus. We got the work to do. And I'm giving it a C plus because there's a cloud that hangs over the South. And there's a special cloud that hangs over Montgomery. And sometimes we will not let the clouds go. Even when the clouds go away, we want to bring them back. I don't know. It's an interesting place to live. But we're getting better. We're getting better. We really are. We're getting better. So C plus, it's pretty good for me to get pretty much. Again, there are no perfect cities. I don't care what they say in the almanac and in those things about the greatest city in America to live in. There are no great cities. They're just regular cities with great people, regular people trying to do great things. Okay, I got that from my main man, former Fleet Admiral of United States Navy, Halsey Jr., William Halsey Jr. What a great guy! What a great guy! I mean, at least historically, what I read about him, anyway. Yeah, there are no great people. There are just ordinary people who are called on in ordinary times to do ordinary things. We're all just regular people doing what we must do the time we must do it. Anyway, good morning to you. Now, the word, okay, so I decided to change the word of the day to a legal phrase that you will hear, or if you hear it, you'll know what it means. So you know the Lord is still in your agreement. Okay? Okay? And last week I gave you a word called what was the word I gave you last week? And I always heard it, but I didn't really know what it was. What is the word I gave you last week? Okay, I'll talk about that word in a few minutes. But I know what it means. It means just to step there and don't say nothing. What it means, acquiesce. Acquiesce. Acquiesce means do all in, don't say anything. Just sit there and let them do their thing. Never acquiesce unless it says we're going to give you $1 million. Let acquiesce and take the money. Other than that, don't worry about it. All right. The LWOD, the legal word of the day, is automatic stay. Not, it doesn't mean, at least in this instance, it doesn't mean what you're on death row, you get automatic stay. No. Automatic stay, okay, is an injunction that automatically stops lawsuits, foreclosures, garnishments, and most collection activities against the debtor the moment a bankruptcy petition is filed. So even if you get some hard times, and I can't give you legal advice because I'm not a lawyer, but only going by what this word say here, it seems like to me it'd be all right just to file it and wait and see what happens. I mean, you may end up paying all the money by doing it, but for a moment, you would get an automatic stay and therefore, get them off your back for a little bit. I'm just saying, you can stop parking your car, may not be for long, but you can stop parking your car in your neighbor's garage like 3 blocks up the road so the guy who's trying to repossess it won't get it. I'm just saying. Okay, automatic stay. In this instance, it means an injunction that automatically stops lawsuits, foreclosures, garnishments, and most collection activities against the debtor the moment a bankruptcy petition is filed. Now, according to this, it doesn't have to go through yet, as long as you file that sucker. I'm just saying, you might want to get a little relief. You might want to talk to Mr. Klimjack or somebody over there, tell them, brother need a little help for the time being. Right? I'm just saying, okay? So again, automatic stay, legal terminology. In this instance, it means an injunction that automatically stops lawsuits, foreclosures, garnishments, and most collection activities against the debtor the moment a bankruptcy petition is filed. So you might want to talk to a lawyer about this. Okay. Anyway, good morning. The lesson of life today, it's a simple one. It is a simple lesson of life, but it is one that is a very, very important. You can make a lot of things in life. And we do. We make money. We make children. And Lord have mercy, we make mistakes. But the best thing that you can make in this life is a difference. So starting right now, sometime today, start to make one. Let me get that one more time. Very simple. You can make a lot of things in life. Money, children, mistakes. The best thing you can make in life is a difference for somebody in somebody else's life. So start now and make one. Forget the past. That's gone. Can't do it. You can't pull it. It ain't like Superman. You can turn the world the other way. No, that day is gone. Make a difference. And that difference being what you decide you want to do. And nobody else has to know that. But you'd be surprised of the small things you can do for people and how they would appreciate it. So today, make one difference in somebody's life. Do something nice for someone. Make a difference. It is March the 2nd. It is the 61st day of the year 2023 AD. It was on this day the motion picture King Kong had its world premiere in New York's Radio City Hall and Roxy. 1793 on this day, the first and third president of the Republic of Texas, Sam Houston, was born near Lexington, Virginia. In 1836, the Republic of Texas formally declared its independence from Mexico. They've been trying to get it back ever since. 1877, Republican Rutherford B. Hayes was declared the winner of the 1876 presidential election over Democrat Samuel J. Tilden, even though Tilden had won the popular vote. So it's not the first time that you don't win the popular vote, you win the presidency. That's all the time. 1917, Puerto Rico. My good Puerto Rico friend, come on. Puerto Ricans were granted U.S. citizenship by which president? President Woodrow Wilson signed the Jones-Stafford Act. 1939, the Roman Catholic Cardinal Eugenio Pescili was elected Pope on his 63rd birthday. He took the name of Pius XII. The Massachusetts legislature voted to ratify the Bill of Rights 147 years after the first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution had gone. And y'all keep wanting to go up there. See how long it took them that long? Right? Okay. See how long it took them? That's where your boy lives. All right. The president of the United States lives in that part. 1943 was the year. A 3-day battle at Bismarck Sea began in the Southwest Pacific during World War II. U.S. and Australian warplanes were able to inflict heavy damage on Imperial Japanese convoy. 1962, Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain scored 100 points for the Philadelphia Warriors in a game against New York Knicks, an NBA record that still stands today. Now, Philadelphia won by the score of 169 to 147. The Brooklyn still got 100 of those points. Everybody else, the best they can do is 69 points. Come on, man. I'd have fired them all. 1978, the remains of comedian Charles Chaplin was stolen and extortionate from his grave in Switzerland. The body was recovered in Lake Geneva 11 weeks later. 1985, the government approved a food aid that detected antibodies to the virus, allowing possibly contained blood to be excluded from the blood supply. 1989, representatives of 12 European Community nations agreed to ban all production of CFC, fluorocarbon. Yeah. These synthetic compounds blamed for destroying the ozone layer, which we know that's a lie. At the end of the 20th century, we know. 1990, more than 6,000 drivers went on strike against Greyhound lines, and somebody went on strike last year when I was on the Greyhound, but the lady just got off the bus. Oh, what did I quit? Let me hang there in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let my brother hang. He must thought the strike was still on. In 1995, the internet search engine website Yahoo was incorporated by founders Gary Yang and David Filo. And it was 14 years ago that Barack Obama introduced Kansas Governor Kathleen Sebelius as his choice to be a Secretary of Health and Human Services. So he just assassinated the president of Guinea. Also, 9 years ago, the historical drama 12 Years a Slave won Best Picture in the 86th Annual Academy Award for its stars. The Peanut Naomi won Best Supporting Actor. Matthew McConaughey named Best Actor for Dallas Buyers Club, while Kate Blanchett was honored with the Best Actress for Blue Jasmine. And Alfonso Cuarón received the Best Actor award for Gravity. I never heard of these movies. I started watching one. I just all the TV I watched was everything I watched. Somebody said I watched Dead People. Well, some of their stuff is better than some of the live people filming it today, I'm just saying. But I did watch a new movie called East New York with Jimmy Smith. It's a great police thing. So I'm not going to check that one out. Okay, I'm not a critic or anything like that. To me, it's a good movie. I don't watch it. Anyway, gotta go. We'll be back. Good Lord says the same in a few. Come on, G. It's time to rise and shine.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 CBS World News Roundup.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with a breakthrough meeting just now in India, with top diplomats advocating for opposite sides in the war in Ukraine. Correspondent Kelly McCormick has our top story. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken met with his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov on the sidelines of the G20 meeting. They spoke for about 10 minutes. A senior U.S. official says Blinken made 3 points to Lavrov. That U.S. support for Ukraine will continue, that Russia should reverse its decision to suspend its participation in the New START nuclear treaty, and that Moscow should release American Paul Whelan. The Biden administration has just unveiled a plan that calls for the military and law enforcement to help respond to cyber attacks and hackers that target critical U.S. infrastructure, including food companies, hospitals, and schools. PBS's Nicole Skagga. The new framework calls out China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea for aggressive cyber tactics and elevates ransomware attacks to issues of national security. A Pennsylvania man had a court appearance today after officials say he put an explosive device in a suitcase and tucked it in a small airport in Allentown, Pennsylvania. The bombs went off and the man hours after he went away. The trial of Abraham International was released. Surprising. Surprising that somebody went through the up to 7 feet of snow has fallen in parts of Southern California. Closed roads with many people home. This trucker is one of hundreds stuck on I-80 in Applebee's. 70 national parks and closed indefinitely. A California couple is suing a fertility clinic for altering its medical records to hide a mistake. Correspondent Linda Kenyon has the story.
Jason and Melissa Diaz claim the Huntington Reproductive Center mistaken an embryo for genetic mutation for stomach cancer and never tried to cover it up. The couple's male 1-year-old son has the same gene as his father, who had to have his stomach removed when he developed rare cancer as an adult. Early this morning at Kennedy Space Center, the second tried to return for SpaceX Falcon rocket carrying 3 astronauts and a cosmonaut to the International Space Station. Among them, American Woody Kohlberg.
Thank you. It was an absolute miracle of engineering, and I'm so lucky that I get to try it. That's amazing.
First launch attempt Monday was scratched because of an ignition issue. S&P futures down 16. We'll see CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. You only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their homes. That's why I told my husband we could not stop getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-330-1991. That's 1-800-330-1991. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-330-1991. SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Yes, this band and its road tour. Goodbye.
Final tour.
December 1st. Fans the Kiss was born in New York City on 23rd Street half a century ago. The band says it will be a trip looking forward to finish touring at the Garden 20 blocks from where it first started. Final leg of Kiss's 17-hit North American tour started and includes stops in Florida, California, and Maryland. Original members Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley are still here in their platform. Allison Lee, CBS NBC. Please make it a sellout. ETF Lego set arrive online and in stores. Fans who want quick on their feet. Fine getting. This is what a record was about shopping an ice cream for $749.6. Featured in the music video. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News. This is what customers are saying about Janet Craig. From all the buildings to school, healthcare facilities, and stadiums. The local franchise owners letting people play at every level. 35 years of experience for you. Go to janetcraig.com now. JAM.com. Franchise opportunities include janetcraig.com.
It's the John Bonji on News Radio 14.
Y'all did know that Gladys Knight going to be in town on the weekend. You know that, right? Okay. I'm probably going out there to see her. I know she's 78 years old, but she still can sing. Okay. I'm old school. If you're going to be old school, you might as well go out there and see. I think it's going to be on. I think it's going to be in the casino out there. Someplace. I don't know when to go to wherever that place is out. I don't know, Dozer Road or maybe somewhere. I gotta find out. They never send me. They never send me any advertisement, over here about those kind of things. I don't know. I mean, normally I'd get a comp, since I'm the most influential talk show host in Montgomery. You would think that they would give me a comp and come out there so I can come back and tell everybody how great it was. Anybody hear that out there at Green Creek? I'm just saying you might want to call me. 274-3411. And actually, that's my new. That is actually my new text number also. 274-3411. 274-3411. 274-3411. 274-3411. Okay. I'm just saying somebody out there might want to hook me up with a Gladys Knight, thing. I'm just saying I love the one. Love the one. I mean, not like that, but I mean, I just like her for she puts out good stuff. Well, that's great. Well, I'm telling you, great stuff. Okay, now today I'm going to finish my. I talked a little bit too much a little while ago, and I'm going to finish my today. Actually, before I get into any news or anything like that, today is we celebrate these things on March the 2nd, every March the 2nd, in this country and across the world. Adwa Victory Day. Okay, POTUS polish up on the history trivia about the Adwa Victory Day, which celebrates Ethiopian independence. That's what it was. Well, so much love. I don't have no time right. American Citizenship Day. That's right. That's right. It's American Citizenship Day. Okay, good. If you're a citizen of America, appreciate yourself. Appreciate America. And especially appreciate those young men and women that are older guys now who have made sure that we try to stay that way, independent. One thing that's going to take us over now is the woke people in the Democratic Party. International Rescue Cat Day. Well, you don't rescue cats, cats put up with you. But I understand. Okay? Somebody's got to rescue the cat. James Ronald Webster Day. Okay. Never heard of him, but I'm all for him. National Banana Cream Pie Day. I love banana cream pie. No. I don't love banana cream pie. What's that stuff? It's got bananas in it. And I know down the street does it all the time, but I can't think of the name of that now. But it's got bananas and vanilla wafers in it. I can't really go in, but I love that stuff. That's good stuff. National Egg Muffin Day. I love muffins. Muffins are good. They're really good. Muffins are good. One of the great things about Ruby Dean's is that they got some muffins. They got some Egg McMuffin and stuff like that. Egg McMuffin is still a pretty good thing. The hamburger is still pretty good. National Hospitalist Day. Okay. Now, do you know the difference between a hospitalist and a doctor is? Yes. Well, you need to look that up before I tell you. National Old Stuff Day. Don't be talking about me. Roll up your sleeves, clean out the closet and the garages. Rediscover your old treasures and declutter your life. Get rid of some of that old stuff. Unless it's a human being, you got to keep them around. Okay, you just can't get rid of them. Yeah, I'm just saying. National Read Across America Day. That's good too. Okay. Students, teachers, parents, and community members come together to celebrate the joy of reading. One thing about reading, I never had read for leisure. I read because I have to. I never had read. I guess I ain't old enough yet. I'm sitting there in the book, reading the book. Now, unless you got a video to go along with it. National Walter Day. Hey, Walter is a name that symbolizes poise, strength, intellect. It is a popular masculine name. So if your name is Walter, you are the man. Okay? Peasants Day. Now that's a day I can understand. Let us applaud the hard work of farmers and appreciate their significance on Peasants Day. I've been a peasant a long time. It's a unique club. The one you get in, one you can hardly get out of. Texas Independence Day. Hold on to your boots as we celebrate Texas Independence Day from Mexico. They've been trying to get back everything. The Toto Waddle Day. Join this march and get ready to raise funds for meningitis. It's a World Teen Mental Wellness Day. It's okay not to be okay and to ask someone for help when you need it. I've always said that. Ask for help. And those are just some of the days that we celebrate on this day, the second day of March. All right then. Good morning. How's everybody doing? How's everybody? Now, one thing I do want to bring up today, Flatwood, it is amazing how we sometimes, and we start with the greatest intention of the whole wide world, which we do start with that. But Flatwood, for those who don't know, they've got this still catching hell out there, and I don't know what to do about it because a lot of their homes were not covered insurance. I mean, if we know anything, we need insurance on our home. But as I understand it, I've got to get with my guy who never comes over to probably much anymore. I'm not insurance agent. I don't know where it really is, but yeah. Amen. But what makes a home uninsured? What makes that? I mean, if you're living in it, I don't know why you can't insure it. It just seems like to me that, but and even the state says they didn't want to give those folks any help out there because they said that they didn't meet the financial loss threshold to get some help. So you tell that the people who really soon won't have a place to stay. You tell them that we can have. I mean, we got churches in this town, which I'm not against it. You don't get me wrong. But we got people in this town, one of the biggest things in Ukraine, and they don't send money to help you. I don't quite get it. Do we think we get extra points if we take care of others and not our own? I mean, is there something? Does God have a special blessing thing for folks who only give to people in other places? I just wonder. Selma's got issues down there. We seem to want to help everybody else but ourselves sometimes. I don't quite get it, but it is what it is. Okay, so April 1440 is the number here. If you want to let's talk to whatever in your mind. But let's not forget about the folks in Flatwood, maybe the pastor, something like that. I mean, I thought you might out there living from here to mouth. So, okay, we love the folks in Ukraine. We do. We love them. Okay, but Europe needs to take care of that. We need to take care of our own. And every time I put these folks on TV, I feel absolutely bad. There's nothing I can do. We have people who live at the road across the country. Flatwood, different areas in your own city, Montgomery. Our churches are collecting money from Ukraine. I don't understand that. I mean, I guess you think you get extra points. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. You too, brother. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Right. But you're right. Listen, kids who don't have cell phones have a hard time paying attention. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, right. But here's my problem with our school system. Let's say you got parents that are just not very good parents. Well, that means, and if the school doesn't introduce them to some sort of discipline, then we are going to have a swirling out of control youth at some point because they don't get it at home, they don't get it at school, and again, right, we got this thing called local parentage, which means in lieu of the parent. When they walk onto that school ground, that you become their parents in a manner of speaking. And even though I know it sounds really nice to say, I know the reality is that most of you guys don't want to get involved in the kids because then you bring your stupid ass parents to school and then you got another problem. I understand. But at some point, we the grown ups, we're going to have to decide, is it our kids really important and is it worth sacrificing? You know, this and the woke crowd of our day, you know, we make excuses and excuses that this 6 foot kid will beat the hell out of that kid. I don't know if you've seen that video, but it was brutal. It was brutal. And now we're gonna get yeah. Yeah. And what's he doing with a Nintendo game in school? I mean, and we make all these excuses. But yesterday, I met a bunch of people at the BTW who absolutely made my soul cry for joy because they were the kind of students that every student in public school would be if we expected them to be. But we don't. We make excuses. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, I just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what but we will not be a nation longer. We won't last another 200 years at the rate we're going. So, yeah, yeah. I tell you. So you was at Fort Drum, right? You don't know a guy named Tyler Stewart, do you? Mhm. Well, he couldn't get the hell out of there. That's a lot of snow, brother. Did he? Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. 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 That's what we're trying to do. Yes. Yes. Are you serious? 22 minutes. Matter of fact, I think mine was 14, 14, maybe 15, something like that. 22 minutes at 18 years old to run 2 miles? My Lord. Why are we giving the PT test at all? Really? Do we call them general? I mean, do we call them general now? I mean, okay. Then. All right. Well, Right. Absolutely. And common sense told me that anyway. Again, kids with no cell phone have a hard time paying attention. You give them something in their hand to take away from that. And all I got to tell you is our school system, the administrators are absolutely brainless. They just got to be brainless. Yeah. The baby thing for it. Hey, appreciate it, Soldier. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. All right, appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. No. 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 Okay. Well, now without getting too specific here, what is your addiction? Really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my son likes those things, and we get them all the time he gets them all the time either at Winn Dixie, on Atlanta Highway, or the food outlet. And he gets them all the time. Okay, well, can you wait a minute? Then you're not addicted. You selected. Because if you're addicted, then you want an orange slice no matter where it comes from. Right? That's what makes it. That's what you get. Hmm. Well, that's what that ARPA money was supposed to be about. That the city council now and the county commission are at odds again about spending the money. And I just don't understand how 14 people get together can't come up with a decision. So, True. Okay, I got you, brother. I got it up. I hear you, but I feel you. I feel you. I know. That'll be a preacher. We'll be back 7:27 in the morning. Right after that. And again, we asked you about Flatwood. Still hurting out there, but we let them make the decision you can. Okay.
You're a staple your state before you save. To help your take more. That's why with the Pearl Haircut, 49 cents, 311. Great.
Mostly this morning, but
Watch traffic to you family driven.
Yeah, I'm not a real basketball fan, but I gotta tell you, that game last night between Alabama and Auburn, I didn't see all of you. When I last time I checked, Alabama tied the game up, and then they got down by 12 points again. Where's that? Wow. Like it's beautiful. You want it home? No, thank you. Thank you, though. That's good. Me too. That's why I'm giving them away. Did you see the game last night? I heard about it this morning. You got the good play out of it? No, it was yeah, I Elkman is 0557 is email. Or just Kevin.Elkins at But anyway, so Alabama was down by 12 points and I turned and said this game is over. No, I'm like minutes ago. And listen, they went in overtime by wow. And that proved they should be number 2. And Auburn was good. Something about Alabama and Auburn, when they go against each other, they bring out the best. Your job can be on the line. You can lose everybody else, but if you lose to your
Basketball, I mean, they can come that way. Football, certainly. I remember the year that I mean, it's kind of like that was 21. It's insane. I remember that. Richard,
Can you hear me everything?
Yeah. That's what happened.
Okay, I got that. Do you hear out of both ears? Okay, so that means it's my thing. Okay, I don't want y'all to forget now. It is Thursday. You know what happens on Thursday? It's the first Thursday of the month. I got James Dean with us, and we'll get to him in a couple of seconds there. Somebody's on the phone. But however, let me take this call right here, and then we'll get to. We can't do without the word of discussion. Now, this is not a show where we try to convert you. I'll let him on that. Come on, who's this? Yes. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nothing invested in folks coming to go. But I think that advertising matters. It helps people. You know, he does really good. Yeah. That's right. That's good. You know, but yeah, he started that. Yeah.
And, Mo Brooks. I think so, we'll do it. No, we need to do the ballot box. We need to. Yep. There you go. Well, obviously there's a limited amount of money because we're getting it from us. So, have to figure that out the best way. I don't know what their priorities are. I mean, that's what we go to ballot box for. Their priorities are most people need to hire, not. So, yeah, I'm really community, resource investment. I'd like to protect those people, our culture, our society, especially overseas. Sometimes you don't know what that means to do. We do. We send big money over there. And also, I don't know, but Russia, they're crazy. They really talk about it, stuff like that. Come on, who's this? Good morning, LT. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a question. Maybe the good, the thing is, we should do a something like that. That's the thing that God gives us. But certainly, it's the way to speak, and like I said, when money's being taken from us through taxes, I think, unfortunately, people in the government are crazy. They've gone way beyond their limits, especially the federal government. They don't have all these rights in the Constitution. You got money to do doing that. And no one just had probably incrementally, they just done that. Just out of control. They're doing the debt. Right. Yep. Yeah. That or the bill's going to come later. Yep. Yep. You're not really right. America first. Well, anybody who's in elected office has to description that he needs to be elected. That's the reason that he's elected. So as president, you can look after those descriptions. No doubt, that's my job. Yeah. If I don't do that, I'm not. I appreciate it. Well, I guess James Dean is the community. I would say I'm back and I have a right. Come on, who's this? Yeah. Late today.
All right there, Mr. Ed.
You're talking about, he's talking about hate and money and some of that. As St. Paul said that, in his first letter to Timothy, he said the love of money.
Right, not money.
Not money, because some people who have money use it for a really good purpose.
Yeah.
And you look at some people who are in politics who are making so much money, they go in there with nothing and end up multi-millionaires. And
most of them on a government job.
And first of all, how much money do you need, to live a comfortable life? I mean,
I think Rockefeller just said just a little bit more.
Yeah, probably so.
Good morning, who's this? Okay then. All right then. And with that, I'm going to take a little break here, and we'll be back. Our father, James Dean. When we come back at some point, we're going to talk a little bit about that axe thing that you put all in the head and stuff like that. I ain't exactly figured that one out yet, but I know it symbolizes something. But I would imagine pretty soon, though, they're going to stop letting people come to work where they don't. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it goes in America now. You cannot publicly advocate for your beliefs. We'll be back. Oh, man. Right here, Pulse of America. I think from a humanitarian perspective, I think we should. That there's so many people, Africa, there's so many people that need help. And it seems like you're a part of getting there and help them. We cannot be the policeman of the world. But put these commercials on TV at night and showing all the people in the wintertime over they can't do nothing. I mean, you have to have no heart. But I got Flatwood out here. The woman and her child died. They're putting their and the house just got blown away. Trees on top of it. Oh yeah, lower Temple Road. It's called Flatwood. And it's like anything else. It's like initially we just all motivated. I knew as soon as and the state of Alabama wouldn't help them because they said that the threshold of financial destruction they did not meet the threshold. Now that one family out there that don't have a house anymore, I think they met the threshold. The EMA, the local EMA, which is them, they do it. But in the insurance, most of them people houses wasn't insured. Some of them are uninsurable. When I understand them. So they didn't have insurance either? I'm not sure of that. Yeah, at least. That's another thing too. I don't like it, but but as human beings, I mean, I mean, my understanding is when you bring people from Social Security supplement income and never put a dime into. And I get why we do. Yeah.
It's a moderation of not do something about it. You know, I mean,
and I don't blame the folks for coming. Not even a little bit. But I blame us for leaving the doors open. But I don't blame them. Look at how they coming to.
No, I know. I would too if I was in those countries. I've been in some of those countries. You know, I've been on mission trips.
Yeah.
I did a mission trip in we would lace up camp in the morning, and one of the college guys there, and they got a bunch of equipment and stuff like that. We went on, so we had like 15 gloves. So we did 5 days, Monday through Friday. And Friday they said, look, we're leaving this equipment here. So, you know, bring it back in, you know, do practice today and stuff like that, bats and gloves and balls. So 15 gloves. And either 9 or 6 gloves did not return. Right? And I was thinking, no, I was saying to myself, there's never time in my life to do that. You know, I mean, more than one could be growing in your hands get bigger. I mean, it's like these kids don't have much less anything else. It's just insane. I mean, it's just the way that people live.
I mean, if I have a fault with our country, sometimes the arrogance that we display for our overflow.
Depend on it.
Our numbers are 860-1440. Let me get this phone call, Father Dean, and then we'll get to, if we can, we'll start on the next hour with Lent, what exactly it is. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Okay. Well, as you know, the FBI seems to have been, you know, weaponized, you know, against conservatives. And basically, the Catholics are traditional, and they like to just in the Latin so those were they're basically conservative, and so they realized that this contingent who emphasizes this religious preference was not going to be on their side, you know, unfortunately, and so they're talking about okay, they like it. They're talking about they like it, and you know, and when it's polarizing. So he's just protesting outside, praying outside of it because and that was it. You know, and eventually yeah. Right. No, it's not that. I know why. That's the thing. I know that. I've had with the police the other night, and we've got yeah, so it's trying to, get the biggest bang for your buck with FBI, whatever, then those are the kind of organizations you have to, under my pro-life, because that's obviously the philosophy. And then also, like I said, oh, I mean, they're all over. They're all over. Like, especially in big cities, you'll find them. Because there's a lot of Catholics there, and so there'll be some people go with the Latin Mass. In Huntsville, I know there's one. Yeah, no, Huntsville has one. A friend of mine is the priest there. We have Latin Mass being said in Montgomery twice a month at St. John the Baptist, and I know, so it's not huge group now. I don't think it's not huge Catholic, but I'm sure that. Oh yeah, it's just mass. It's in Latin language, and it's things that were modified a little bit since then, and so they go to church. Oh yeah. The official language of the church is still Latin. And so all the languages, that disseminate. Yeah. So it's just basically they're going to church. They go to church, but they're practicing, kind of a more traditional form of Catholicism. But that way, I actually help out with the Latin Mass and help before Mass here in Kentucky. And they're there's no danger to anybody. But they're conservative. And so, after the conservative, especially that that's that. We got to, we got to have the political enemies. Anyway, so that's. No, he wanted, and unfortunately, he claims to be Catholic. He's a Catholic. Yeah.
So the Clinton go later.
Yeah. He has a little
yeah. Oh. Thank you. Right. I appreciate it. 18. Well, that's a rare. You did something today that really happened with that call. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. No, that's it.
860-1440. When we come, the next hour, we're going to really about the
last hour, this is a national issue. People go to church, just for that reason. So, I mean, that was a great question. The cause is not well known here, so that would be something that I could understand.
So, why do you believe that Catholicism is not as in the South?
Yeah, it's just people settle. More Polish and so there's information about as seminary state of Alabama, 2.5% Catholic now. So things are coming around to change a little bit. But basically, I think it's just the Hebrew settlement area. It wasn't a heavily area.
There is something in Alabama law that won't allow them to practice yoga in school because it is a form of religious observance. That's not the dumbest thing ever. Actually, the roots are, but
I mean, now, I think
but saying something is right or wrong is a religious connotation to it. All right, quickly, you got about 30 seconds. You want to call back? I guess we do. Anyway, but again, the minute you use the word right and wrong, that is a really good conversation. So everything we do, man, the lack thereof.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
really good.
News Radio 1440.
Do you believe do you believe reason and logic can get you to the same place that morality is?
Yeah, definitely believe in another natural law, and that is the fact that we can and understand that means. The problem is we are
a long way.
So you need to get something out. You know, that's not good.
Because it's instinctive. You're abide by it. Yeah, you can do it. You know, what's a water or coffee? Oh, welcome, my gosh.
Toured the hunting estate where Murdaugh's wife and son were shot to death. Almost 4 hours to wrap up after the theft. Teammate Devin Bullock and a Bulldogs recruiter were both killed in the crash a month and a half ago. Driving a Ranger pickup, there's a new recall that might affect you. Ford says more than 90,000 passenger airbags replaced, but they weren't installed. There's been no injuries or crashes. People in Tennessee say there's a fungus among us. CPS explains. CBS. Insurance coverage. You can use your customer with our insurance, so you only pay for
It's part of one church. There's no doubt about that. You know, so we see that in history, well, that's how it was. 1,500 years ago. 1,000 years ago.
So say the Catholic.
No, so says history. You're the world all about history. Right. Think about it. In other words, look at the 13th, 17th century. You have people writing for those centuries. And in other words, whenever we get to discussion on this, I always bring that up. It's like, okay, show me one person in the 3rd century. You can't show me that. Let's say, you know, in other words, like you go to Rome, you see, and it's all the evidence is really that's another way. You know, we're not they go back to that.
Right.
So sometimes he says, where's the thing? In other words, if you did that, build churches now, right? If as churches, you build, you do some building, you hear your buildings from there. Well, the earliest, I mean, they're all special, you know, but they're all kind. So you see those churches in the 4th century, 5th century, 6th century, and you see that, you know, I think that. So there's only no one disputes that. You know, in other words, it's not even
right. But when you say, and again, you're brighter than I am, but when you say that the doc is not a man-made doctrine,
this was like the inside. Yeah, that is this one of the churches. That's a valuable gift to have as a church. Now, it doesn't say it's essential. You know, so that's not a doctrine of the church. So doctrines are like the Trinity. You know, there's 3 different. You know, the Eucharist, all the time. You know, those are which are revealed by God. You know, by Jesus, and pass on to the church.
So a doctrine is not man-made?
No, we do doctrines of God.
Oh, you did. It's like we believe, but that doesn't necessarily make it so.
Right, of course. Well, everybody believes something. They believe so. I mean, that makes sense. I'm not confused about feeling good for it. That's really, like I said, it's really when you read the time, you know. Oh, okay, we see the chosen. You know, we say that now that the 3rd season about this kind of building some of the gaps that we know, and it's really it's basically kind of yeah, I mean, anything talking about faith system, we're talking about I believe. This is the faith that evidence of the faith, not like out the sky. Okay, look at the way back. Like we know
Yeah, I guess, but listen, if somebody they have it. Yeah. Ain't paying nothing.
No, I mean, it's got to be registered something.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't make, I don't.
that's somebody who wants to sell some insurance.
Yeah.
Sell something.
Yeah, right.
But something good did happen politically lately, and that's the mayor of Chicago got booted.
I know. I do that now. Yeah.
That's the ugliest woman, and she wants to be a man. Well, she close to it.
Yeah.
I mean, she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
SMART for 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SMART.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I was so glad to see that woman go.
And then she got that really quick look that she does it. I mean, just like, it's a real. Yeah. Inflation is like reduced and all. But
Killing to murders.
that shows.
You can Democrat. Because when you got a group of people who will vote for you just because you're party affiliates, and that's all you got to be. And that's it. You get oh. No, I didn't yet because I got to give you my other number. So I still got it. But if you call it, 274-3411. Right, that's my little private. The other ones are strictly going to do from the computer. And good morning, everybody. It's a Thursday morning. It's almost Friday. It's Friday Eve. You know, when I was in Korea, they kept calling holiday Friday. So I'm saying, so every Friday is holiday. What holiday is it? Well, over there, any day off is a holiday.
Yeah. That works.
They were, I like you over there back in the day. Holy Day? Yeah. Anyway, you know, this is the next month, of course, will be Easter.
Yes.
Which is what all Christianity is pretty much based on the resurrection of Christ. Right. Somebody asked you the Lent thing now. It signifies what?
For the 40 days of Lent, and that is the most important feast days we celebrate. We got the Triduum in the top, Holy Thursday, something about Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday. So it's preparation for that. And 40 days starts with scriptures has been kind of preparation. 40. We see the 40 days that Moses went from here into that, 40 years in the desert to and purified Egypt gods. Elijah walked 40 days, 40 nights. It was Jesus. Anyway, so 40 days is a preparation. Also, of course. But yeah, and so we start with national ministry, as you know, and after we give you the mark of the ashes that and also throughout the scriptures, you have people who are repenting of sin and wearing sackcloth garment, and then also I said this is very good, in Daniel, Ninevites, so that's kind of, and actually, it's actually what when the and as a minister, that's really that. And last Wednesday, and the things that maybe been the fact that the method
So it is the outwards symbol.
Yeah, right. And the word Lent means it's something of that. Springtime. So I look at it like a spring clean. When you get, everything's closed up for the winter. Of course, our winters aren't that. But when you open up the doors, sweeping all the dust out, getting rid of some stuff, stuff like that, just clean it up. So really, Lent is a time of springtime. We see it. It always comes, right around the time that spring comes around. Of course, I mean, right now, I got a fig tree that's just blossoming. It's getting fooled by the weather. Hopefully, it won't get too cold and mess it up. But springtime, that's the spring cleanings, new life. The greenery's coming back. So it's really a time of renewal. It's a really reminder. Also, one more time, we got to get ready. Ready to meet the Lord. Because there's some people that were with us last year that's talking about with a sister at this time.
So also may not be here next year.
Every 1 year, when that happens to all of us. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. How does one, from your perspective, how does one really tell what they believe? How does one really know what they believe?
Right. Well, we have to receive it. In other words, I don't have a direct relationship with God in the sense that He's not revealed to me all His truths, and stuff like that. So really, in St. Paul, when he was writing to Timothy or Titus, I think it was Timothy, he told him, he said, you know what to believe because it was passed on by your grandmother, your mother, and really by the church, in essence. So, I mean, what is our source of belief is a good question. And that's how whatever you trust. I mean, I trust Jesus Christ. I believe He was God on earth and Son of God, and He was a fulfillment of all the Old Testament prophecies that the Holy Spirit inspired, and that He also passed on His teachings and His authority to His apostles, and they continue to teach and to make to pass on His truth. And we believe that the Holy Spirit, Jesus said He was sending on the apostles. He did at Pentecost, and so we believe that apostolic ministry and the apostolic succession of the church has passed on the truths of Christ, for 2,000 years. So that's why I trust, my faith in the church, because like I said, we have to have all of us have a source whereby, but it comes from it's a source trustworthy, and that's the source I trust. Yeah.
Good phone call. Our guest is Father James Dean from the up there with him. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sure there are parts of it. Right? I would say that some people in there are. I don't think everyone that works for the FBI is, people. What's that? But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that the upper echelon obviously is faced with the political authorities because that's who puts them in place, and they put them in place for a reason, I'm guessing, and they used them that way. They could, yeah. But, well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they definitely be influenced in that way, and I think it is right now in that state. I mean, every administration, I don't analyze all that and not well as goes on every FBI, like first time, hopefully, the people in there that want to do it right. That's, I mean, yeah.
Joe Biden, wait a minute. Joe Biden's not doing it? So you don't, really? What about Ukraine when he told the guy over there that if you don't do this, we're not going to do that? Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you can show with evidence, I'm open to it. Yeah. I mean, because what they're doing, in other words, the FBI is going after pro-life people just because they're pro-life and going after traditional Catholics. That's a problem. No, that's what I know. I see it. I see it. No, I'm open to that. If you show me the evidence, like I said, I see evidence right now that shows there's certain being weaponized right now. I don't know if previous administrations got, the evidence, that's fine, but even that is not right now. Yep. Right. What's that? With illegal voting, and that's not, nobody supports illegal voting. Nobody supports illegal voting, do they?
A lot of people illegally voted for the most part with the Democrat Party. No, wait a minute. Now, just up the road, wait a minute. Just up the road, one of our county commissioners, Scott Montgomery, is was arrested for doing exactly just that. Okay. Okay. Well, let us just say that our law enforcement agencies have been compromised. Now, whom? Right. Well, sure. Really? What are you talking about? I didn't say the whole thing was corrupt. I never said the whole thing was corrupt. And it is. It's the evidence now showing that they are definitely corrupt. Yeah. I agree. Now they're up there. I mean, you have police situations and no liars deal with no problem. But I mean, most of it have to not be. Oh, good. Thank you. Hey, appreciate it. Let me think. I think we got the long horse from that one. We want to do this. Yeah.
Good morning. Yeah. 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 I have not. Okay. 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 Yep. Okay. Yeah. It seems to run in the political.
I appreciate it.
It seems to run in the political.
It's 8:26 in the morning. One question I ask you. I wonder why do you become out of all of the denominations that you could have chosen, you chose this. I assume you chose being a Catholic on your own.
Yeah, well, I was raised Catholic. My dad chose Baptist and mom chose Catholic. Was very much exposed to them. Of course, in Alabama, I'm going to be exposed to the Baptist church. I grew up with about, I think, 60 states. Anyway, so I was exposed to both. But now, I was questioned about. I had to, ask questions. I had to understand that. The more I understood it, the more I claimed it as mine. So, yeah, everybody, they want to be raised in a certain faith, and they have to, what we
So,
more. Yeah.
So if my parents, your parents, raise you, and we traditionally will accept what our parents say, but what if you find out that they're wrong? And what if all the things you have believed all these years, not so?
Right.
Why do you feel that what you believe is superior to other beliefs?
Right. I think anybody has any belief, any belief is superior because obviously you believe it.
Right. But why do you believe personally? Why do you believe
what I found out when I got to college and at Auburn, especially at Auburn.
Now, college is a man-made institution also. I mean,
no, it definitely is.
Yeah.
But, it's not that big.
Exactly.
But so anyway, when I went to college, I was questioning other Christians about the Catholic faith, how to understand it, and then I realized really understanding that Jesus Christ started worship. We don't have that in United Seventeen Church of Christ. Anyway, so both of them were the authority. So and then the church passed on Jesus' teachings, and then codified something right, the scriptures that was put together for a century. It was all the Catholic Church did that. Catholic bishops got together, Jews wrote gospels, and wrote letters from it. Some didn't make it, and some did barely make it. I think Revelation is supposed to go. Anyway, so basically I realized that everything we know about Jesus Christ is really comes from the Catholic Church. In other words, the Catholic Church was wrong for 50 years before Christ became right. And everybody's wrong. Because look how far Jesus teaching in the right way. So basically, I believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God. I believe that he was, the third person of the Trinity, and he devised a means to pass on the teachings without error through the Protestant of the Spirit. He's the apostle. So That's why then I look at it and I see the reason why they said it, and I see, effectiveness of it. I mean, like cancer, like the depression, they feel the way this thing's lifted, they feel joy, the peace, when you go there. Also, like there's exactly knowing of the sick, which Jesus is about. And James talks about them in 3. Anointed people who the doctors said they're going to die and they won't help. So, I mean, I've seen God's work in the world, and so that, I mean, all that added together, the consistency of the church for 2,000 years is what really has.
And you believe that Baptists, Methodists, Lutheran, Episcopalians, whatever, you believe in your heart that they're not correct totally in what they do.
That's a good question. Because, it's not like about any of the truth,
Right.
but I do believe that Christ is the fullness of the truth that Christ passed on to in this world, in the church, and they pass it on. I mean, why else would I be Catholic? In other words, if I was Methodist, I would hope I believe the same thing. Because the Methodist Church has that fullness of truth in Christ, or else I would never be Methodist. I would think they would think the same thing about Catholics. We don't have to, we're not correct in all our beliefs. But so I think there's concentric circles of beliefs in the way that Christ to the church he founded, and then others have relations with that, kind of some closer, some further away. So yeah, certainly.
Good morning, on the air.
I mean, every organization that has big funds available to help other people, they go to sleep. Like I said, somebody, I'm sure that, I mean, I guess the president basically directly got funds as far as I know, and maybe somebody else, consulting, I'm sure. But, somebody's making those decisions, like I said, at every level, at the state level, at the local level, at the national level, what they do internationally. And, that's their judgment. Yeah. Whoever has that authority. And I'm not saying, and I think that some of those are mixed up. Yeah. God bless you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Good morning, who's this?
Wednesday. Actually, it is. If you read 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 10 to 15, you'll see a very clear reference to it. No, it isn't. It's talking about after death, we are judged by God, and if we are not, if we are in impurities, we're going to be burned by, and we're going to be saved as we die. So it talks about it. No, everyone. No, that's not it. No, that's a misunderstanding. You don't have a misunderstanding. No.
Let him explain what purgatory is.
Yeah,
let him explain what it is. Hold on a
You
second.
don't have a Catholic understanding.
So what is
Purgatory
it?
is, you believe in Jesus Christ, you follow Jesus Christ, you're not perfected in his love and mercy. And as it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 10 to 15, it says, according to the grace of God given me, like a wise master builder, I'm building on the foundation of Jesus Christ. There's no other foundation to be built on to get heaven. So purgatory is not a second chance. It's not a substitute for Jesus Christ. Like I just said, what do you consider that purification after death and judgment, when you're purified and you have lost? What do you lose from the 1 Corinthians chapter 3? I know. Yeah, I agree with that too. I'm with that too. That's your ultimate judgment. But in 1 Corinthians 3, when it says you have lost after death and judged, and there's loss, it's burning off and loss. What is lost at that point? What is lost after judgment? No, it says you're being saved. No, it says you're going to be saved. 1 Corinthians 3, chapter 10 to 15 says you're going to be saved. You're going to heaven. Yeah, I agree with that totally. Yeah, I'm all on board with that. Yes. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. The Catholic version of purgatory is not that. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 10 to 15. Like I said, what do you consider? What is burned off? What, I don't think it's this. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the administrator, C.S. Lewis, is not Catholic. You probably never heard of C.S. Lewis. You heard about him, right? He's not Catholic. Yeah. So he believed in purgatory. He was not Catholic. The Orthodox believe in purgatory. They're not Catholic. And that's 2/3 of the Christians in the world believe in purgatory, because God has revealed it and we accept it. You know, so I mean, like I said, if you don't understand 1 Corinthians 3, you're not going to understand. What is the point? Do you believe in the Trinity? Do you believe in the Trinity? Where is that in the Bible? Where does it say the Trinity? No, it doesn't. Where does it say the word Trinity? Give me the chapter and verse that says the word Trinity. Like I said, give me the verse that says Trinity. I know you said you believe in the Trinity, but the Trinity is not the Bible. I do too, but it's not the Bible. Do you believe that's 3 persons in one God? Like I just said, you believe in the Trinity, though it's not in the Bible. The concept is there, just like purgatory. The concept of purgatory is there. The word purgatory means to purge. Yeah. It is 1 Corinthians 3. You can't even.
Listen, you guys not gonna. I mean, you're not gonna. Right. You're not gonna. Let me move on from that, because you're not gonna.
Anytime you want to get together, let's talk about that. But really, you need to read 1 Corinthians 3, which is 10 to 15.
Okay, but I understand what both you guys are saying.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay.
Right. And with that, I'm gonna take a break, and we'll be back.
I gotta go though.
You gotta go. Okay.
But I love. Listen, anybody wants to get together, I love to talk about faith, obviously, religion, and truths of God. Love to get together, but like I said, that purgatory, this activity, the words not the Bible, but the concept is.
Well, give us a prayer before you go.
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, Holy Spirit upon all of us, lead us in His truth and His love, and let us see the issue from that in our world. So that it needs it. The Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
We'll be back. Father James Dean, is there a number to church they can reach in, or you want to give it to him, or is that?
Yeah. Okay. Give me the line all over the whole thing, and something you'll find out a whole.
You think we can spell Guadalupe?
What's that? Anyway, so yeah, so I'd love to have you at Mass on Sunday or anytime you want to. I'm thinking about it and want you know. Talk about this stuff.
Yeah, of course, if you can't spell Guadalupe, you can also we're going to do Catholic Church.
Catholic Church,
yeah, Catholic Church. We'll be back right after this message. Woo-hoo.
he had misconceptions about that. He was like, he said, you're going, this is what you didn't think. No, that's not what you ever thought. Yeah, people think they have misconceptions about Christ, and then they don't agree with that, but that's not what everything is. It is not a thing around Jesus Christ. It's actually, we don't have perfection in place either. But if everybody was to purgatory, then nobody would go to heaven. No. When you die, you're judged for God, you're going to heaven. You're going to heaven, you're going to do that. If you on Christ, and you believe him, you live the faith of life, it's just, if you need purgatory, you live, no, if you live the purgatory of faith of life, that's just going to live the faith of life. So you need purification, you need purging before you go to heaven. So like I said, the concept is very clearly there, but unfortunately, we're going to put an idea. Well, well, I mean, no, I'm just doing that.
Yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just plan your right now, I get a price within 2 months. Here's the new me, 855 Bible. 51 Bible, 855.
Good morning, April.
Whole new level of digital marketing, software development, business success, the key one. People.com has 3 a new technology platform that helps America. Check us out.
Customers are saying about Janny King. They see buildings with schools, healthcare facilities, and franchise owners provide the same safety at every level. Let us start 35 years ago.
Well, let me see.
live.
All right then. Okay, Father Dean had to leave, so just me for the next 15 minutes. You can give us a call 860-14, whatever on your mind. Uh, One other thing, if you ever watch the old channels, which they know just old folks are watching the old channels. But one commercial that absolutely really tears my heart out sometimes. That's the St. Jude Hospital. You know what? I mean, I have watched those little kids grow up, and now they're young adults. They still have their disabilities, but somehow they still give a light. They still make you glad for hope. You know what I mean? I said that is just anytime you talk about an individual from Hollywood that made a difference and continued to make a difference since he's been going through the Marlowe time. I mean, that hospital, they don't charge you for anything. To take the kids there. I mean, what a wonderful organization that is. And those young men now who are a little bit easier. You can't watch, you cannot watch that commercial and not want to give something to them. Okay? You can't do it. So if you want to watch it, watch some of the 12.1, 12.2, 12.3 television channels or 8.1 or whatever, 17. It's a really good heart touching movie. Good morning, who's this? Hello. Did I get you already? I know, brother. I know. I got you. Okay. Now, I hear you. Now, you called already. You know that, right? Okay. Okay. But why do you say the same thing all the time? I mean, that Bible has 66 books in it. I mean, yeah. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, Mr. Ed. Moving on. We were talking again earlier that we were talking about Flatwood and how now that the lights and cameras are gone, we seem to have forgotten about those folks other than watching something. One of the we need to figure out a way to help those folks. I don't know. Now they're rich people in that. They really are rich people. I mean, there are people with more money than my mind could even understand. But this country, we do have the resources. Maybe the government does, but we do have people in this town that help folks out or something. I don't know. We just got a lot of people out there that are still suffering after the fact of thing. Anyway. I guess the cameras are gone. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah, I guess some people don't know what to say. You know, we don't. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I appreciate it. And it's an issue. You know, I was listening to the TV some local news or whatever the case may be, and I know about. Let me ask the question to people this morning, okay? And just to start a conversation, are we sure Apple is the best economic system? Are we? Are we really sure that in a country where people rise $1 million a year, millions a year, one individual athletes always get millions a year, and other people barely getting by? And I know we like to, and I don't know what the answer would be. I don't want a socialist system, but there certainly does seem to be a disparity. And we're not talking about lazy folks. We're not talking about people who just sit home, don't do nothing all day long, blah, 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 blah. I, is it the best system that there is? I would tell you, if I was president of these United States of America, I would not allow any American company to go to another country and use slave labor, people who are paid, who anybody who makes any person who makes less than a minimum wage in the United States to work on, like, I would not go to, and I know some people are going to say, yeah, that's what I would do. And I think Trump was thinking about doing that also. We always talk about these chips, right? We always talk about these chips. Do we realize that as an America, it is a matter of national security when you allow other people in other countries, your stated enemy, philosophical enemy, if not a physical one at the moment, China, to have control over the things that you need in America. Okay, you know, when the pandemic first came out, we were whining about toilet paper. Seriously, we were whining about toilet paper. And there's a shortage of toilet paper. As long as they got a brown bag somewhere, baby, I ain't never shortage of toilet paper. And we can use it. If the grants outside, use it. We put ourselves in a position we've taken over by somebody at a moment's notice. We actually have to have bullets made of ourselves. How are we going to protect ourselves? Are we a country that have lost our way? Well, I just wonder, is capitalism the best form of an economic system in the world? I guess if you're making lots of money, it sure is. If you're a person that's working 40, 60, 70 hours a week and you still can barely get the light bill paid because every time you come around, the light bill, I personally think utilities are to be regulated by our government to the extent that Alabama Power cannot raise their rates. But we still have regulations, which is supposed to be the Alabama Public Service Commission, but we know how that's working out for us. It ain't working for us at all. It was just one of my mind last night. Capitalism, the part of capitalism is great, but the implementation of it seems to be a little bit off. Come on, who's this? Yes. Well, they're supposed to be, but they don't. Okay. So the power company goes up twice in 3 months and they regulate it. Every other business has to succeed or fail on their own without the help of the government. Okay. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. So why do we still have people then who, yeah, and I got some people who are working 2 jobs and still barely making it. I'm almost willing to. Well, again, let me ask you something. Wait. I believe at first I didn't believe in it because I didn't understand, but I do believe now that there ought to be a living wage. The state of Alabama, I tell my minimum wage. I don't mean minimum wage. I mean, okay. But okay, I did a study. They did a study. I forgot which one of the universities it was. The regular citizen in Montgomery, they'll put a light bill, have a decent car, have a place to live, needs to make $47,000 a year at a minimum. At a, well, that's on your retirement. But I'm pretty sure that you did while you were working. Really? You did? Yeah. Right. Well, nobody gets right. But nobody makes as much in retirement as they do in active working. I get that. But for a nation as rich as we are, or we used to be, do you really believe that we in a nation that should have people living in the streets and people? Yeah. Some of them don't. Some of them don't. Mhm. Well, some people would, but yeah, yeah. Mhm. We do, but that's predicated on the idea that you have a good sense and a common sense to make some right one. Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. Hey, great question. I'll take these other 2 calls before I go. Good. You got about 20 seconds. Come on, who's this? Okay, then. That's what happens at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. All right, time's up. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Friday Eve, so we'll be back, and hopefully we'll be here tomorrow, and we'll talk to you a little bit more. I got to think of this. I'm all for, but there's something to be unfair. That's not to be fair.
News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Catherine Williams with WSFA Call News. Here's what's happening this Thursday. Lowell County residents can now renew.
Well, time to go.